Watson on first down. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Off of play action, it's Watson. Flip, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. In early second and long they're facing. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 37.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. From the gun, here's Watson. This is caught. Touchdown! Joe Mixon, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run here with Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. This forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 22. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38. These two teams all tied after one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the red zone now, Watson to Mixon on the check down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Quick throw completed by Watson. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Watson off play action, sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown Texans. Brandon Cooks, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Herbert off of play action. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Texans have broken the tie. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Trucks over it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Eluding the pressure right. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. On the give, this is Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Herbert now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. A final shot before the break. Watson. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston. And it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going on the ground with Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. That'll be complete to Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. It's complete to Cook. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with a tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Herbert.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Houston.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. To throw here, Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They snap it to Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. A throw out wide caught by Pascal. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chargers 10-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatic to this part of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. From the 50, here's Herbert. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got his man, it's Williams. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Watson's throw complete there to Conley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his 2nd incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Faking the give. Now Watson. That's caught by Sims. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Steven Sims. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Well, this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Vernon Hargraves with a pick.
And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
2nd and 4.
Watson dumps it off to Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15. On first down, it's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? He's letting it fly for Cooks, and this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. From the red zone now, Watson.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Throws this one right side to Pascal. Touchdown, Texans! Zach Pascal with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Texans add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That is caught. It's Dante Pettis. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Herbert. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And this likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
Herbert now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it.
And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Steven Sims Jr., 67 yards.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's got room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. This is swung out to Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6.
One last throw here for Herbert. Here's a diving catch right side. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
No problem there on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the fourth quarter.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.